Joe Biden does have some issues at the polls, no matter how many times the media try to avoid these negative stories. His approval rating in the US has continued to plunge. An Economist YouGov poll has found his approval rating is now slipped below 40%. And Vice President Kamala Harris, similar. Her approval rating is south of 40% as well. John, these are pretty bad results this early into the administration. Are Americans finally waking up to the calibre of this team?
I think they are, Rita. Afghanistan had a lot to do with what you're seeing in the polls, I think for two reasons. Number one, the way in which the Biden administration handled the withdrawal from Afghanistan was so incompetent that everyone can see it. I mean, it's ridiculous. And they try to sell this story that it was a wonderful success, and nobody is buying that. So that obviously has hurt Biden. But Rita, I think the second thing that is just as important is that Joe Biden has been on television talking about Afghanistan, and a lot of people have actually watched that. And a lot of people who don't follow the news that closely haven't been seeing Biden stumbling through conversations with the press and so on, are now seeing him in action. And a lot of people are saying, good Lord, this man is our president? I mean, he obviously is not competent to do the job. And I think that's something that is going to continue to reverberate above and beyond what's happened in Afghanistan.
We've seen some performances from him just today from the president. Again, incoherent. You have no idea what he's trying to convey half the time. Moving to California, though, we've had a really disturbing incident. Conservative Larry Elder, who's an African American, has announced his candidacy for the governor in the Californian recall election. He was attacked in Los Angeles, and we're going to have a look at the footage of a woman wearing a gorilla mask coming right near him and throwing an egg at him before punching members of his team. Let's have a quick look at the footage.
And most people are not
Take your goddamn hands off me, motherfucker. Touch me again.
Don't touch her, motherfucker. Don't touch her, motherfucker.
Pop him in another. Touch me again. I'll you up.
You don't hear anything. Grab her ass.
You want to stab me, boy?
Come on.
Hey, for me, boy.
John, this was just a despicable attack. To me, it's clearly racist, and yet the normally race-obsessed media seem untroubled by a black man being physically attacked by white people, including a woman wearing a gorilla mask.
Rita, you are so right about that. When these attacks come against Republicans, the press acts like it's all just good, clean fun, right? If somebody did this to a black Democrat, throwing an egg at him, wearing a gorilla mask, it would be front page news across the country, and this person would be a white supremacist that would probably go to jail. But since Larry Elder is a Republican, we're not seeing that kind of reaction at all.
It would be leading every news service for the next 2 weeks if this was a Democrat, because this was just so ugly, so hostile, and the racial connotations there are fairly obvious and disgusting.